Hello and welcome to episode 128 of the Focus on Gaming podcast. My name is Duncan.
And I'm Tom.
And you're very sleepy today?
Always.
We're parents.
We record too late.
We do. If only we didn't have the pesky thing called work.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you, Tom?
I'm all right. Yeah. Just recovering from a bout of something. I don't know what it was, but I had
Martin recovered from a bout of dead
Skittles
last week.
Yeah, and Skittles this week.
Yeah, so.
So
Anyway, so have you been playing anything recently? Because I've been playing quite a lot because February was quite a busy. Well, actually, January and February was quite a busy time for Game Pass.
I did play it thinking about this because obviously off air you said, did I play anything? And I went, no. Then I thought about it and I played Epic Mickey 2 briefly.
Nice.
Very frustrating
Good games.
I'm not a fan.
No?
No, I prefer Castle of Illusion, the remake, and the original. But other to that...
I mean, they're all hard games, I think. But everyone assumes that the Disney games are going to be nice and easy, but they ain't.
Castle of Illusion is just amazing, and the remake is phenomenal. But no, I had a friend that bought me the connectors to put my Amstrad 464 on my big TV, my HD TV. Or 4K TV, whatever it is nowadays, and so I've been playing a bit of that on the TV,
Nice.
and it's pretty good fun.
So was the probably 256 pixels good on 4K TV?
It was. The little junction box that links everything up, smooths everything out, and yeah, makes it work really well. So now I don't have to pull the bloody heavy CPC monitor out the loft every time I want to play it. And
nice.
Yeah, so at some point...
So what was your game of choice to start with?
It's always Harrier Attack. Always Harrier Attack, and I think I got Afterburner out as well, Turtles,
nice.
Coin Op, and yeah, there was a few others, but Bridget, I think one of them was called. Yeah, Bridget was an Namsoft game.
So these on tape or disc?
Tape. Yeah. Couldn't afford the disc add-on when I was a kid. So, in fact, I don't even remember them being sold anywhere. But yeah, so yeah, good times. So
are these like original tapes from many a year ago, or are these ones that somebody supplied for you?
No. No pirating in my house. Honest,
These are original, actual, official tapes.
They are. Wow. I have my original RoboCop from...
No little sellotape over the recording bit.
No. I'm a very good boy. I have my original RoboCop and Big Box Edition, and my original Terminator 2, and then I have all my Amsoft games still, and then I have a massive Hit Squad collection because I am a fan of Hit Squad. So yeah, it's pretty good. So no, they're all originals, and some of them are from when I was a kid. So, you know,
my God, all those years ago.
Yes, a whole, what would it have been, 37 years ago, I probably would have got those.
Oh, blimey.
And they're still working.
I still remember playing Danny Thompson Decathlon, I think in the mid-80s when the first one came out. And that was just amazing.
The joystick breaker.
Yeah, well, rubber keys. We didn't have. Oh, my parents would never have bought a joystick because that was for gaming, and the computer wasn't for gaming. That's pretty much all we did on it. Oh yeah, you're doing some programming. Yeah, a game. Oh.
I remember a friend of mine, David, I think his name was, and he had a Spectrum, the rubber key edition, and every time you pressed the key, his TV would go funny. And we got so frustrated with it, we stopped playing it. But then I had a neighbour around the corner from my house, and he had an Acorn computer, and he had two games, chess and a Space Invaders clone. And the Acorn Electronic was the first ever machine I ever played on. So, but all my friends had different things. So I had another guy called Simon. He had a NES. We always
Oh,
used to
see,
play Star Wars on
my
that.
first actual gaming experience was not my dad's interstate console, which was the Pong machine.
Mm.
Although he did have that when I was very little. We had where I first lived up until and I know I was below 4 because we moved out of the house when I was 4 years old. But we had a neighbour who had a 2600, an Atari 2600.
Okay.
And so I played Frogger. What's the tank one? Tank.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, when you shoot the tanks,
Running
shoot
around
at each other.
the blocks. Yeah.
A mate.
That was a great
kind of
game.
thing. Yeah, I think they might have had some kind of Pong type game on
They
it
must
as
have
well.
had Empire Strikes Back. Everyone had Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, I don't. Well, you see, it was neighbours who I think it was their child had it, but they were older and the child was in their 20s. So, take that as you will. But I used to go around there and play it. So that was my first ever gaming experience. So I must have been 3 or 4. And I still remember it. I still remember their living room. God blimey. So, that would have been before around 1982 kind of thing.
I always get mixed up on the years when I look back at things. But, when you get to the 90s and 2000, but I remember a friend of mine had...
So released in 1977, in the EU in 1978.
Well, the Woody.
And I was born in 78, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 2600.
So I remember that we had... My friend that had the NES, my brother-in-law had the Mega Drive, and we used to play PGA Tour Golf and Mickey Mouse Castle Illusion. And then I had the Super Nintendo, but prior to that, obviously, I had the Amstrad. My other friend had the Spectrum, and I can't remember any of my friends other to that having any games consoles or computers. I don't remember any of them at all.
That's the only way I could play consoles when I was younger was at friends' houses because my parents would never in a million years. My parents would supply everything I needed, but no, if it was purely for gaming, I had to buy the Game Boy myself. And even when I was buying that, they were like, "Oh, you're wasting your money." So but
Christmas
was I
89.
wasting my money? Because it gave me hundreds of hours worth of fun. Mostly with Super Mario Land, and there was 3 games I probably played the most were Super Mario Land. I did have Super Mario Land 2, but I think I might have even swapped that in after I completed it. WWE, or WWF as it was back then, which was so easy to complete. You just had to kick at the right time. Kick, 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 kick.
Bloody
kick,
hard on the
kick,
Amstrad, though,
pin.
that was.
And then Bart's Escape from Camp Deadly. Escape from Camp Deadly.
I had
which was
deadly.
Very hard it was. And I don't think I ever completed it. And I think I looked up the ending to it on YouTube at one point, and it was just a picture that went, oh, he's escaped. Well done, kind of thing.
Right?
So all that, I mean, because it was a limited lives game, and it was solid. You die too many times.
You talk about game endings. I remember hearing an interview with a guy from Durrell Software, and they had, when you completed the game,
from what?
Durrell Software. So they did like space, the Harrier jump jet games, like the F-19 and stuff like that.
Yeah,
anyway, they did a thing where you completed this certain game, and at the end came up a telephone number. And if you completed it, you would ring the number and leave a message. And if you won, if you were the first person ever to complete the game or something like this, you got a certain amount of money. And this 14-year-old kid was the first person to complete the game ever, or something like that, or find the Easter egg or something. I can't remember. And not only did they get the money, they gave him a job.
Cool.
And he worked with them right through until he went to uni. It was a fascinating interview. I'd love to get the guy on the pod. But
well, there was a game on the Spectrum, and it was a maze game. And I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically a game. And my parents actually bought it for me because it was basically I can't remember. It was a 3D game, sort of, a bit like in the old RPG way that you'd go forward, and it would show you a new bit and left and right and all this kind of thing. And that I'm sure it had a £1 million prize for anyone that could complete it. I can't for the life of me remember what it was called, but I remember my parents buying it for me and me going, oh yeah, I'll have a go, and then realizing that it was something ridiculous, like it was, even if you didn't have a map, it would probably take you 35 hours to complete it, kind of thing. So I wish I could find out what it was called, but no, I've never been able to find it since. It was a big box game, but came with the tape. I think I may have played it about 4 times. I was like, yeah, it's not this. It wasn't great because it was just a maze. There was nothing. It was vector. It was lines. It was there was nothing. There was no decoration to it. It was just a maze, and you had to get to the end. And if you got to the end, you won £1 million.
But you probably didn't.
Well, yeah, probably, because they would have had to have enough sales to make at least £1 million.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that happened, seeing as I can't even find it.
Yeah, probably raised it all.
Yeah, it's probably, if as a company, they just collapsed the company and hey presto, they don't have to do anything anymore.
Well, I need to find this interview for you because it was fascinating. This guy was really like posh, really twee, from this Durrell software. And was it? No, it wasn't Durrell. Sorry, no, it was oh God, what were they called? Began with D. Domart.
What did they do? Like Harrier Jump Jet?
Prize, I think so. Prize money. Maybe it was Domart. Yeah, you offered a £25,000 prize for solving their 1984 adventure game Eureka. There you go. It was Domart. And the game was called Eureka, and it was eventually won by Matthew Woodley, a 15-year-old Middlesex kid, in 1985.
Nice.
And he went on to work for them as well. And I think they paid for him to go through uni, if I remember rightly.
Nice. Good guy developers.
That was actually released on the Spectrum. Are you sure it wasn't that game you're thinking of?
So, hang on. So what was it called? Eureka?
Eureka.
Eureka game Spectrum. Let's have a look. That's a text adventure. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, developed by Novo Trade, published by Domark. So it's a text adventure set in European history. Okay. And then so it's 5 parts. 4 parts you could play in any order and played separately, but then you could only play the 5th one when you'd completed the other 4.
Which is amazing if you think about it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it was reviewed by White Dwarf, giving it 9 out of 10.
That says it all, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, about 15,000 copies sold for the Commodore 64 and Spectrum. There you go.
Well, maybe it's worth looking at some stage.
Yeah, I think you might be a bit late for the 25,000 prize.
Swines.
Yeah, I think what's his name? Matthew Woodley may have won that.
I think you're right. I tell you what I did play recently. I fired up my Ouya console.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If anyone of you remember the little cube that was an Android-based thing. This. Oh, what do they call it?
Well, basically, it got a Kickstarter, didn't it? And
That's
it was
right.
one of the fastest Kickstarters of all time.
Now, I liked the Ouya. I thought it was a
Well, they said it was going to be this Android one that would play all this and play all that, and at the end of the day, it came out and it was just an Android box that was mid-powered at best, and played free-to-play games.
Yeah, I loved
And
it.
a lot, if any of them involved touch, they didn't work.
I really, really enjoyed the games on there, and there was one particular game where you have to dodge shapes by going through like a 3D track, and you have to dodge these squares and rectangles and things. It's a really good game, and it has brilliant music. I have found it on Android Play Store, but this version is the best. Unfortunately, I think the fan on the Ouya has given up. So what happens is every so often it keeps overheating.
Just cuts out. How does
And it just get these wonky lines on the screen, and I'm like, oh, okay. But
blow it?
Yeah, but it's such a good game. The problem is if I reset it, I'm going to lose the game. So I don't want to do that.
I mean, a long time since that's worked. I think there probably is a homebrew scene kind of thing. Problem is that there's a lot better machines out there. So
it's good as a retro machine, though. If you want to, if you want to just shove some retro games on there and play it, you can, and that still works. Retro art works on it. It's fantastic. So there are ways to get the store working again as well. Someone's
there is a community-run archive server, and you can modify it to connect to the service to fully bring it online.
And it is worth it. I have to say, it is worth it. The controller's reasonable. The machine is wonderful, and it makes a fantastic retro machine. It really does. So,
but if the fan stops working, it overheats.
Yeah, it's been sitting in my loft for like 4 years, so
maybe it just needs cleaning.
Might do. I don't have the screwdriver to open it up though. It's one of those weird screws.
Yeah, you also have about 15 different devices that could do a better job. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's that one game, and I'm determined to keep it. So.
And what's it called? Let's find out what it's called, and I'll see if I can find you a version of it.
Because I can't remember the name of it. I'm just looking for it now, without trying to turn on the Ouya again. And...
No, so next time you turn on, we'll do that offline.
What, turn you on?
Exactly. Turn me on, and I'll tell you what game it is. But no, you find out what game it is, and we'll see if we can find it online.
Let's do that. So what have you been playing anyway?
Well, it has been a busy time with Game Pass, and we know I am the Game Pass person, so I have been playing a lot of Game Pass. From Yakuza, a pirate in Hawaii, whatever it's called, or like a dragon pirate in Hawaii. That's taken a bit of a back burner recently because I've been playing a bit of the trading card game Shop Simulator. I've been playing more of that, and the great thing is nowadays, because I've got the Xbox Ally, I can play Windows games, like Microsoft Store games, so Game Pass games, and the save carries over to Xbox. So if I don't want to go for all the grind, I can just go over to Xbox, over to ROG Ally, cheat the hell out of it, and go back to Xbox, and hey presto, I've got loads of money. So I'm currently, through hard work and
cheating,
serving lots of people, got £1.6 million.
Wow.
Which would normally probably take about 5 years to do. But it does mean that you can experience the game and have a little bit of fun and serve people and try and collect all the cards and open up. I mean, I've got yesterday I got the achievement for opening up 10,000 packs, which takes a while. Even with, you have machines that will open up packs for you and tell you how much they're worth. Which, if anyone is going to play that game, just open packs, because even if you sell them all at market price, they're going to be worth more than the people buying the packs. But equally, if people can't buy packs, they'll be upset and won't come in and buy things. So, yeah.
Wow, that's good.
But yeah, it's got like thousands of different cards. Well, I say thousands. Some of them are just different versions of the same card. And you can get things graded, and you can get different. You can get board games that you can't play them yet. Maybe they'll do that try and do that kind of thing, but I doubt it. And it is in early access, so they might, or what they call it, game preview. So they might bring some more things in. I don't know. But anyway, as well as that, the sequel to Planet of Lana is out. So Planet of Lana II.
Okay.
And I don't know if you played. Did you play the first one?
I didn't.
It is still on Game Pass, the first one, because my boy actually decided, he was like, well, I didn't see you play the first one. I'm like, oh, okay. So I did complete the first one. And it was one of these ones that it's not 30 hours to complete it, but it wasn't a 2-hour game, but it was probably a sort of 4-hour game. Puzzle, platformer, using stealth and puzzles and timing things and doing things in particular order to get past some robots or something. And anyway, the sequel, much bigger puzzles.
Yeah.
Sort of, I suppose the closest resemblance would be Limbo, something like that.
Right.
But in this one, there's a lot of swimming, and you have this little cat type thing called Mui that can activate switches and take over various creatures that you can control that have different powers. And all in all, it's just a really sweet game that it's one of those ones that's perfectly pitched so that you just get a bit further each time, and you work something out yourself without actually having to go to a walkthrough or something.
Yeah.
So it's not too hard, not too easy, just that perfect amount. And yeah, it's lovely. I'd highly recommend it. It's on Game Pass now, on PC and whatnot. So yeah, go out and get it. It's a very good game.
Sounds good.
Also, obviously, the big news is that I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, Gabby's Dollhouse came to Game Pass. Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It just, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God, it's terrible.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's not as terrible as the other game that they released recently. What was it? Bratz. Bratz was just horrible.
What, from the TV show?
Not just because of the game. You know, the Bratz that have all the fashion, little dolls that have the fashion stuff and all that kind of thing. And it was just horrible. Horrible. I mean, I haven't got a daughter. You have.
Yeah.
It is the kind of one that you play with your daughter and go, oh dear Lord, please do not be as vapid and shallow as the morons in this game. And it's just horrible, 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 horrible. It's a 1 out of 10 all day, every day. It's just that bad. Gabby's Dollhouse isn't that bad. It's just not a great game. And it's for preschoolers. So it's got a lot of cats in it, a lot of very easy games that you'll just do really easily. Secrets that aren't really that secret kind of thing. So a bit of a collectathon, and you have to get coins for unlocking things, which the coins are everywhere. So you get loads of them. Yeah, it's nice and easy. It is for preschoolers. So it's for your 3 to 6 year olds kind of thing. I can imagine my boy might look at it for 10 minutes and then probably get a bit bored because it is that easy and not great. So as a game, it isn't great, but for your 3 to 6 year olds, that's fine. It's very cheesy and girly cats kind of thing, but nowhere near as bad as Bratz. Or it annoyed me. Bratz did. it was just so. Yeah, if you've got a daughter, don't let them play that game because you don't want them to be that vapid and oh my god, it's like Valley Girl kind of thing. Oh my god, I gotta have this best dress kind of thing.
You have that coming. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
so
well, I don't have that coming. I've already got plenty of lovely dresses for me. Thank you very much.
I was thinking one of your sons is going to do it, so get ready.
Well, I don't mind if they want to have a nice dress. They can have a nice dress.
Oh, will you take them shopping?
Yeah, if they want. Although I
see.
do hate clothes shopping.
Or any
I
form
don't
of
care.
shopping.
I don't care whether it's for jeans, dresses, pants, whatever.
You're just not up for it.
No, I go into a shop. I'm a typical male in that I go to the shop, go, yeah, that'll do. Buy it, walk out. And if it doesn't fit, then it's very rare because I know my sizes. So yeah, it will fit enough.
We just like what we like.
Yeah. Anyway,
I found a game on the Ouya.
Oh yeah.
That you probably will like, Duncan. It's called Bomb Squad. I'm pretty sure it's available on Steam.
Oh yeah, I've got that on the Xbox.
Yeah. Now that came out originally on the Ouya. Or the Ouya, should we call it?
Yeah, quite a lot of games that came out for it because they paid for some to be exclusive. And as soon as Ouya died, they were like, "Oh, cool, we can bring them other places."
Yeah,
it's a bit like the ones that were exclusive to Stadia.
Yeah, Dig was good on the Ouya as well.
What was that?
Dig. Yeah, it was. Well, you had this gun thing, and you just would dig. That's all I can do. I don't know what else to tell you about it. So
it does exactly what it says on the tin.
It does, and it was good at it as well. So
excellent.
Yeah. So I'm still trying to find this other game, and it's bugging me. So
well, on that respect, I will say about another game I've been playing.
Okay.
And I'm a bit mixed. I've been playing Avatar because that's coming to Game Pass as well because it's on Ubisoft Plus Basic, the Ubisoft Plus Basic now. So you can play the basic version of the game. Now, it looks fantastic. It is a really good looking game. And it's sort of, it's a typical Ubisoft open world game in that it's like the sort of Far Cry kind of games where you collect things to upgrade things and then you get bases where you can kill things and to release an area and that kind of thing. So if you play Far Cry, you'll know the kind of game it is.
Right.
And when it came out, it was it got mixed reviews and sort of saying, I think between 7 out of 10s and 9 out of 10s kind of thing. So it was a bit mixed. And I can see why, because it's because it's all stuff that is on an alien planet kind of thing. It's all a bit, well, I don't know why you're doing that kind of thing. So I that thing is that I understand why the humans are the baddies kind of thing. I understand that because the humans are dicks the army ones are dicks. But because I don't know the culture of the aliens, I don't know a lot of the things why I'm doing them kind of thing. So you've got to feel this and think this, and I'm like, do I? I mean, the character that you control is one that is he was brought up basically by the blue aliens in Avatar, brought up by the humans, so likes human things and knows human things and all this kind of thing. So there you go. So I'm a bit torn at the moment. I've also had some problems in terms of its saving.
Right.
where times where it looks like it's saved, I've gone back to it and it's put me back. There's one particular mission which I thought I'd done, and the save icon came up, and then I went to it and it wasn't there. It hadn't done it.
That's bloody irritating.
Yeah. So I'm a bit annoyed. Yeah. Because it was quite a long mission as well. It's about half an hour it took. And I'm still early on in the game. So now I'm still haven't carried on. There is one last game as well. High on Life 2. Now I have stopped playing this one, not because it's a bad game, because it's crashing on me. So far, I think I played for about 2 hours and I had about 4 crashes. And so eventually I was like, right, no, you know what? This is a console game. I shouldn't have to deal with this rubbish on a console game. And crashing to desktop on a game is not good. So I'm letting it. I think there has been a couple of updates since I've played it, because I haven't played it now for probably a week and a half. So I played it about 3 days after it came out.
Yeah.
And so just the whole point of consoles is that the things just work. And if it's not working, then I don't want to play it. But I do want to play the game because I enjoyed the first one. Wasn't the best game ever, but I enjoyed the humour. So touch wood, I'll go back to it and it'll be a little better. But yeah, blimey, do you know what? We've got to half an hour and we haven't even started on any news. So,
where should we start? Microsoft.
Microsoft, well, they've announced that Xbox mode is coming to Windows 11 PCs. Now, I was excited when I heard Xbox mode because my first thought was they've got a fantastic operating system on consoles. Is it going to be like that? And now, obviously, I know that PCs are different in that they have third-party software running various hardware. And you can't just have a console that you turn on, blah, blah, blah. But work with third parties and you could have that. Where it just turn it on, everything updates in the background, you don't have to worry about it. Now that I've looked into it, it is not going to be the Xbox console-like experience. It is going to be, it is what you probably thought it was going to be. The thing that I've moaned about since I've got the ROG Xbox Ally X, it is the Xbox full screen experience. Which is still in its infancy, and so it's just going to be the same thing that's on the Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X, and just on a full PC. Now, is this a good thing? Yes, because it is being updated and improved all the time, but it still sucks compared to SteamOS. If they get it right, and hopefully in 2 years' time, I'll be looking back at this and going, oh my God, what did we do before full screen experience or whatever they're calling it in 2 years' time? Fingers crossed that is what's happening. But at the moment, full screen experience, unless you're struggling to find the frames per second in your PC, what's the point? What's the point?
Yeah, agreed.
Unless you have your PC connected to your home TV. So I suppose in that respect, it can make a difference because you can control it with your controller rather than having to have a PC. But I believe the current Xbox app is very similar to the full screen experience, but the difference will be that the full screen experience gets rid of background processes that will improve your frames per second, will improve loading times, and all this kind of thing.
I think they should just get rid of the Windows Store for games completely. Put everything into Game Pass, including PC games.
Well, I mean, Game Pass is just an extension of the Microsoft Store. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So it's more Game
get
Pass
rid
is
of it.
part of Microsoft Store, not Microsoft Store's part
Yeah,
of Game Pass. So you
but
can't
just
get
get
rid
rid
of
of.
that one.
Yeah.
It's just all they do is if you subscribe, they remove the cost of certain games.
But I think they should just separate games and software within the store and just have it all over on Game Pass.
Well, what would be nice if they got rid of the UWP, the Universal Windows Platform or whatever it's called, and just had it plain EXE, because there is the software. I'm not technical at all. All I know is that when you download a game from Microsoft Store, it's the Universal Windows Platform, or UWP.
That's right.
Version of the game, the app software. But in that installation that you install on your PC is an EXE that's exactly the same as it would be if it was through Steam. So a lot of mods, hacks, if people want to pirate something or hack something, they can still use that software. So it doesn't do anything except for make people's life a misery in terms of I don't know. But they should just stop doing that and just accept the standard Windows platform software. Stop trying to make it a closed ecosystem, because that ship has sailed. The ship has sailed a long time ago. Don't try and be Apple, because you're already making money hand over fist with Windows around the world.
And even with
granted,
Apple,
they can't sit on their laurels because of Linux and all this kind of thing. But
even Apple, I mean, let's face it, with all these decisions by the European courts and by the I think UK courts as well, we're not going to have. They're not forever going to have a walled garden. Eventually,
yeah, but you say that, but Google is doing it right now. Because of my work, I actually, with the help of AI, I created an app this week to help with my work, and it was great. I literally just told AI what I wanted, did it, found a website that created an APK from HTML, and there you go. I had an app. Done. But right now, I can't install it. Well, I have installed it because I've found out how to bypass it. But as soon as you try to install it, it's not signed by the Play Store. So it goes, nope, not, oh, be careful of this. It goes, nope, not installing this. There's no, do you want to install this anyway, even though it's not signed? Do you, are you sure you want to install this? No, it's just a no. And as of I can't remember, it's something later in this year. There's even more barriers coming in, that Google are making Android a closed experience, and it's really annoying.
From what I hear, though, Google went backwards on this, so they're not going to stop you installing apps you want to install. But you'll just get a warning message before you install it, and you'll have to accept, those warnings.
Yeah. So right now, I can't remember what it was. It was. I can't remember what it says, but it said basically you try to install an APK. Like you used to just go, oh, APK, install. Are you sure you want to install this? Yep, done. As long as you don't install APKs from dodgy places that go, this is a Fortnite APK that will give you unlimited V-Bucks. No, it won't. This is an Instagram one where you can see everybody's private pictures. No, you can't. And basically, if anything promises you a server-side hack, it's rubbish. So if something's on the server like Instagram, Fortnite, V-Bucks, and all this kind of thing, you ain't getting anything free. But there were modded. There's plenty of modded apps out there. You can create your own apps very easily. It literally took me 30 seconds of describing something, and AI created that. And I went to a website, filled out a few details, gave them the HTML. Well, actually, it wasn't even the HTML. You have to give them a zip file with the HTML in it and rename it index or something like that, and then boom, done. So with my work, it now means that I can share it with other people.
What's the app do?
Yes, it's boring. Don't worry. It's basically a score sheet kind of thing with do's and don'ts for a test, kind of thing. So with advice, and even the advice bit, I added on by going, oh, could you put some do's and don'ts in a touch so when you touch it, it reveals it. There you go, done. Took 10 seconds.
Wow.
Anyway, tried to install that, wouldn't let me, and I had to force stop Google Play services to install it because it just went, no, absolutely not. And there wasn't an alternative or, click here to still install it. It was just, no, this is blocked. Okay, screw you. Anyway, I got it installed. All you have to do, if you do get that with any app that you want to install, anybody that's listening, go into your apps, show all the system apps, force stop Google Play services, install your APK, then restart your phone, basically, and that's it.
Well.
So it's an easy fix right now, but if they locking it down and locking it down and locking it down and locking it down, this is only going to get worse. And the whole reason to hate Apple will just disappear. So
no, I don't know about going that far.
What? I've never argued that Apple have fantastic hardware.
They do,
but their ecosystem being locked in, and I mean, just look at how they dealt with having to have a USB-C charging. So, yeah. See, we've allowed it because we're so good. No, you're forced to. And then what did they do? They crippled it. They crippled it unless you used their cable.
About right.
Yep. Anyway, so that's Xbox mode. Xbox mode is coming. It is basically the full screen experience that is on currently on the handhelds. And so if you want to experience it now, you can go join Xbox Insider and Windows Insider, I think, actually, or both. I don't know. And you can get it on your Windows 11 PC right now to experience it. Yeah. If you've got a powerful PC, absolutely no reason for you to do that. And if you're sitting at a desk, again, no reason for you to do it. If your computer is low powered and you want to squeeze a few more FPS out, it might help. If you've got your computer connected to a TV and you want to use a controller, it would help. So there you go. Other than that, pointless.
No, we don't.
Yeah, there you go. So, should we talk about your headset?
My headset? Oh, the Phoenix.
Yeah.
So on X, that delightfully friendly place called X,
Lovely.
full of non-hatred, there is a leaker called Luna who deep dives into code and particularly on Meta products. And she has announced that 2 products are coming to the Meta headset range. So we're not talking about the glasses. We are talking about VR and mixed reality. And the first one is going to be around about £1,000 VR headset, which is going to be a high-end VR headset with wide field of view, really good lenses. It's going to be on par with the highest headsets out there. Graphically, it's going to be far superior to what we've got now. but obviously it's going to have that £1,000 price tag.
Yeah, and there's a mock-ups at the moment that they've got, which basically look like opaque sunglasses, kind of aviator kind of things. So they almost look like glasses without lenses.
So that's the media headset. So
Yeah. And
the
then there's the MetaQuest Pro, isn't there? That's more of a headset.
So the MetaQuest Pro was released about 4 years ago and was a complete failure. So what the Phoenix headset looks like the Quest Pro, essentially, but with more cameras. And then
And without the bump around it as well. They are more like you put them on like glasses. Don't you?
no, that's the media headset. So that's that's the other one. So you've got the Phoenix is the bigger unit, which is a full VR, still wireless, but it has a built-in battery, very much like the Quest 3, but it has superior technology, to say the least. So essentially, it's the Quest 4. And then you've got the glasses, which are similar to the Vision Pro, but in a glasses format. Sorry, Vision, the Apple Vision Pro, but in a glasses format. And they will cover your eyes, but it will be mixed reality, and you'll be able to watch media content. So if any of you've ever tried the Meta TV app, that's where it's at. You are going to be able to use all the streaming services, perhaps even a version of Google TV. I don't know. And you'll be able to watch everything from Disney Plus, Prime, and all the other things. But it'll be lightweight, and there'll be a puck battery which will connect and sit in your back pocket or clip onto your belt. The other thing that they are looking at, as well as using hand tracking, is having the Neuroband from the Meta display glasses as an optional extra that can connect to either headset for a control system.
So that was what was sort of teased last year with various videos and everything. And they had some people playing games and whatnot. So yeah, it was a band that. Yeah,
it's a Neuroband reacts to the nerves in your hand.
Yeah, so
that has been released now. That is out.
okay.
It comes in the box with the Meta display glasses, which you can only get, I think, in America. They've delayed the release of the Meta display glasses in the rest of the world. But yes, in the box is a Neuroband, Neuralink band, with the glasses. But that band, it is suggested through various leaks that they're going to release a watch version of that band, so it'll actually have a smartwatch on it, and they'll reduce the size of the Neuroband. And then the other one is going to be that the Neuroband will be sold separately from the Meta display glasses, and you'll be able to connect it to various devices, starting with the media display headset, and use it as a control system, which I think is really exciting, and it has some fantastic opportunities. But I am really up for the entertainment glasses from Meta. I think it's going to be amazing. What about you?
Problem is being at the moment is that loads of these glasses and everything are either basic, which is like take a video, boof, yay, woo. Yes, okay, I do create content in terms of this podcast, but I'm not somebody who goes on TikTok and puts what they're eating that day or does some lies about some stuff that they're doing and whatnot and puts on Facebook. Oh, look at this. So I either want something that I can play games on, I can be productive on. So, get my calendar up or what I'm doing that day. Or I want something that, does all, like you said, like media stuff that I can sit in bed and have my own little version of what I'm watching on TV, and has earbuds or whatever, so that I can listen to things without having to bother the wife while I'm in bed, kind of thing. because it's my wife. I'm married. I don't speak to my wife in bed.
Need to bother her. No.
We don't
What
do
else would
anything
you do
in bed anymore. So no, but you're in bed and you're not tired. They've gone to sleep. You want to watch something, especially with the ROG Xbox Ally X compared to the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck was lovely and quiet, barely a click when you were playing stuff. Little bit of noise. Xbox Ally X. Oh my goodness, yes, it's really clicky. So I have to wait until she's proper snoring. But yeah, no, that'd be great. As well as if I could, connect it via and stream Xbox games, that kind of thing. Yeah,
Well, you can do that already on the Meta Quest.
I know I could do that on the Meta Quest, but I don't want this massive thing on my face as well.
No, to have the basic glasses. I recently sat there and watched a Coldplay concert, which surprised me.
Oh God! Who made you sit through that? Jesus Christ! Are you okay? Are you okay? Blink twice if you're all right.
Maybe that's why I got ill for a week. But I have to say though, it was an immersive.
Right.
Yeah, it was. I'm not a big fan. It was an immersive concert, and I have to say, it was pretty good. And I sat there.
Did Chris Martin touch you in a special place?
Yeah, and he told me he loved me. No, I actually would quite.
Were you hugging the wrong person when he looked at you? Oh shit!
Yeah, about right. I think I would actually go to a Coldplay concert after watching that immersive concert. I was super impressed. And
so was it like that you were stood in the middle of the crowd kind of thing?
There was different places you could stand, and there was and what it would do, it would provide automatic different camera angles. It would like revert to different angles, but it was absolutely fantastic. And I think that's the way to go. I mean, imagine that you know there's a concert coming. You pay for access to this live concert, and you could be at the concert in a virtual experience. I mean, that's just amazing.
At the end of the day, it would be good because at the end of the day, right now, if you want to go and see a big name, whether you're into Taylor Swift, the Foo Fighters, Rowan Chappell or whatever the name is.
You're old now, Duncan. Just give it up.
Whatever it is, the new
Banana
people
Rama,
listen
right?
to. Yeah, Banana Rama. Whatever you listen to, all the big ones, you're looking at three-figure numbers for a concert, which, don't get me wrong, concerts are life-changing experiences if you want to see somebody that you love. But equally, I would only go and see somebody I really, really wanted to see at that price. When I was younger, I used to be like, yeah, all right, that's 15 quid. I'll go and see them, whatever.
Yeah.
And that person would make a lot of money.
Do you know
Simple
what?
as that. Now it just seems like, oh yeah, I'm already rich. I can go to these big places, and I'll be making about 15 million per concert.
Yeah.
So, excellent. I can charge £150, $200 for a ticket.
Yeah.
No, just stop being so greedy. Oh, but there's lots of people who I employ. I employ lots of people. And you're making hundreds of millions. So
I remember in '95 going to see Michael Jackson in concert and paying £38 a ticket.
In what year?
'95.
Oh, that was quite a lot.
Yeah, well, £38 a ticket. I mean, I don't know.
95 was quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And then when I went to see him in New York, the tickets cost me over £500. So and I went to 2 different concerts. So I was talking at just over £1,000 to see him. But it wasn't his show. He was there and performing, obviously, but there was a lot of other artists. So I think the promoter decided to charge a lot of money for it. But it was brilliant, but I wouldn't do it again.
You can have that with these 3D, with these VR headsets. You can have it with games where, you can have online games where big battles. Whether it's something like Planet Side where you can have massive first-person shooter battles, that kind of thing. Be on a battlefield
Yeah.
and experience dying over and over again.
Why not?
Yeah, all that kind of thing. All these headsets can be good, but they've got to make it a good. See, this is why the 3S is good. I know you say the 3 is better, and it is. It is better, but the 3S is such a good bang for buck. Bang for buck, it's great because you can get it for like. I mean, if you look around, you can get it for about 260 quid now.
Yeah.
And that you get the same processor that's in the 3.
It's just
Why
the
not?
screens aren't as good, the lenses aren't as good.
Yes, but you're paying half the price. So are you getting more than half the value?
Yeah, I do like the black version, the Xbox edition of the 3S, but just because it's black and it has
Don't
green
get me wrong.
stripes.
If I was a rich person, I would get the 3. Absolutely, because it's got the better pass through, it's got the better lenses. No doubt, it's obvious. Yeah, you would get that. But if I am a person who was thinking I want a VR headset and I want a good entry into it, 3S is amazing value, but it's still nearly £300.
Or you can buy a PlayStation VR 1 for about a £5.
A £5?
Yep.
Can you?
Yep. You go on Marketplace or eBay or even CEX now. Not CEX, cash converters. I've seen them
converters.
I've seen them unboxed for a £5.
Oh wow!
And they play all your 3D movies, all your AAA games.
And that works with PS4, doesn't it?
PS4, yeah, and you can even use it as a second screen. So when someone's using the TV, you can use the VR headset to play your games on. So
Yes.
if for me, I would say forget the PlayStation VR 2 and go for a PlayStation VR 1. The screens are not as good, but in terms of overall use, you're going to get more out
It's
of it.
not as in it's not very good. Like it's terrible. It's just not very good. As in, it's not as good as modern ones. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. And I wouldn't buy a PlayStation VR headset 2 because it doesn't do 3D movies.
Yes, I already said about that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, PSVR headset bundle with 2 Move controllers and camera. I remember that even the Move controllers used to be expensive at one point because you couldn't get them. And now here, this one, £21.
Yep. Yep.
I'm just looking if it actually is working. Yeah, good working order as pictured. Some wear to the headband. £21.
I need some more Move controllers. Actually, mine are broken.
Ends in 2 days, 20 hours.
Yep.
Oh, do you know what? At that price, do you know what? I think I'd be tempted. How much for a PS4 though in this country?
A lot. I don't think it's a lot actually now.
Oh, blimey! PlayStation 4 console and VR bundle, £83.
It's so worth it.
Oh,
so
only I
worth
wasn't moving house.
Even more reason. It's so worth it. I mean, just sitting there watching 3D movies on it is worth it straight away. And yes, you can watch them on the Quest. Don't get me wrong, but you've got to like download them or pay for them.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you can upgrade PlayStation 4s with better hard drives and all sorts.
you couldn't even link an external drive to it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's basically it does a lot of what the Xbox One did, kind of thing, but equally you can upgrade the hard drive yourself. So
the moment Sony upgrade the PS4 to remove the use of 3D movies is the one update I don't do. So
hang on. So I'm looking at this. Do you know what? That's so tempting. Although, that's the person's only item. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm. But I think they've got plenty of buying feedback. So
I would probably get a PlayStation 4 from CEX, and then get the VR headset secondhand. That's what I would
anyway,
probably do.
I ain't going to be doing that anyway. I may at some point. At the end of the day, I'd have to then also buy VR games for it.
Yeah, but they're
So,
like £1.
yeah, but it's whatever. Anyway, so last bit of news before we head off. There is a release by Nvidia that they are bringing out DLSS 5. It's going to be coming out in autumn or fall, as some people call it, and it's been really well received.
Not.
That's sarcasm, in case anybody didn't realise. Now, there is a video. Basically, it's one video where there was Resident Evil Requiem, Starfield, Hogwarts Legacy, and FIFA. Sorry, EAFC. That was shown, and it's basically using AI to make things look realistic, stroke pretty. So the problem, I think, is, and I'm torn a bit, because it does make things look more realistic, and it makes things look, people look like people rather than video game characters.
Yep.
Now, I think the problem comes in that in the AI slop kind of feel to it, where the main character from Resident Evil Requiem looks like she's had some injections in her lips and some little freckles popped on her nose to make her look sexy, basically. They've sexied her up, or the AI has. And the AI has made her look more realistic, but the AI has filtered her to make her sexy. Now, there was an old lady in Hogwarts Legacy. Don't worry, they haven't sexied her up. That's the one. The
So
one that
Duncan fancies them more.
the one that I didn't think actually looked that great. It looks a bit weird. That one, but it is free and available. Go on the Nvidia YouTube channel. It's on there, the DLSS 5. The one that impressed me the most actually was the FIFA, the EAFC one.
Yeah.
I think it was Virgil van Dijk, who I think was the player that was, volleying the ball or something, and it pauses it and makes him more realistic, and then plays it again, and it looked fantastic. There wasn't a sort of beautifying of him. It was just a more realistic human.
I think it looks great. I don't know what everyone's whinging about.
It looks great. Now, I will say that Nvidia have said that what it does will be up to the developer. It's not an automatic thing. So it will be up to the developer. And in that respect, I think what they're trying to say is Capcom decided that to plump up that character's lips and put little freckles on her and make her look all pretty. Whether or not Capcom actually did do that with these examples, that is up for debate.
I think they're lying about that.
So, but what they are saying is that people will be able to, developers will be able to decide what happens with the AI. So you'll be able to turn on DLSS 5, and the developer's desire for the changes, let's call them that, will be up to them, not up to the player. So you won't be able to go, it's not like a large language model that you, or a image creation model where you can describe what you want. So you won't be able to go, right, we're playing, equivalent of a mod. You won't be able to play Resident Evil Requiem and say, make her naked. You won't be able to do that. It will be, oh, you got DLSS 5. Well, here's what the developer has decided makes it more realistic or better. So if that is true, then I think that saves them a little bit. But at the same time, I think mostly you've got obviously the artists in the gaming industry are worried because you can have very basic artwork that suddenly becomes beautiful, and the best out there are needed less.
Yeah.
And will probably be paid less, unfortunately for them.
I think it's fantastic. I don't know what the issue is. I think people have such high expectations of these companies now, but actually, let's face it. I mean,
AI is fantastic. I love AI.
The level of realism in this.
But
fantastic.
for us, we are like I use AI to make thumbnails, little behind the scenes. But that's because I haven't got the money to give to an artist. If I did, if I was rich and this podcast was making loads of money, then I would. I would get an artist, but I can't afford one, so I use one to make that. Now, what they're saying, a lot of people are saying is, you're a big company that's making a lot of money. What they're trying to do is remove a layer of money so they can make more money. That's it.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of AI slop out there, whether it's political, whether it's humorous, whether it's trolling. People are using AI and flopping AI slop out there, and they don't want gaming to be full of AI slop, which I would agree. But those ones do look sort of good, except for the only thing I would say about the Resident Evil Requiem one is that it makes her all sort of pretty kind of thing, which is that what the original character artist meant?
Do you not like pretty, Duncan?
I think she looks very pretty, but let's ask. One thing that hasn't happened or that I've seen is, has the original artist of that character gone, yeah, great, or whether has they gone, no, I don't want her to look like that. I don't know. They're probably Japanese. So yeah. Anyway, right, we have been nattering for so flipping long.
Yeah.
That
you have.
Well, yeah, I have. Sorry. You have to just tell me to shut up sometimes. Anyway, right.
Everyone likes to hear you.
I think that we've come to an end, haven't we? So if you have listened to this long, well done. Do you know what? Did you listen to last week's?
No.
See, my brother has been listening apparently, and he's been asking me when the next episodes come out. So I asked him to text me a certain word at the end of last episode, and he hasn't. There's an update. If anybody does listen to this, just put the word sausage somewhere on our reviews.
There's a name for people that forget to text things.
Is it Duncan?
No, Duncan just doesn't show up. But at least you're not dead like
no, Martin is dead again this week. I mean, he got better last week, but maybe next week.
He'll reincarnate next week.
Yeah, so. I'm sure he will.
Anyway, like, subscribe, give us a hype on YouTube. That's really important. While we've still got the hype button. And pop in our socials, have a look at some of the posts. And we'll be back next week with hopefully Martin in tow.
Yeah. Right. Lovely to speak to you, Tom. And on that note,
Goodbye.